Hello, Will Rice. My name is Aloysius, and I'm running for the Will Rice Treasurer. Starting out, I would like to point out that the past 3 treasurers have been chemical engineers. While it would be nice to keep this tradition going, as I'm also a chemical engineer, there is a reason as to why chemical engineers make excellent treasurers. Attention to details. It is crucial for both treasurers and chemical engineers to notice every small detail. When a reaction takes place, reactants go in and products come out. This supports the overall picture, but in reality, so much more must take place. Several inputs, different variables, multiple conditions must be taken into consideration for the entire process to work properly. If anything ends up not being accounted for, it could ruin the entire process. The overall picture could be ruined. This logical thinking can be carried over and applied to being a treasurer. Each year, Will Rice is given a budget of about $40,000 to spend as it pleases. Looking at the big picture, Will Rice will spend his budget, and whatever is left over is either splurged or saved. But when you take a closer look, you'll realize that so much more goes into it. From kicking the quad to the public parties, to the never-ending Will Rice swag, to retiling long haul and fixing every hole in the wall, it takes money to make it all happen. Will Rice will spend his money in ways it pleases best, and it's my role as treasurer to keep track of the money being spent. While I do not have a business background, the role of treasurer is not to keep track of the stock market or manage a mutual fund. It is to make sure that every dollar in the budget is accounted for. As it so happens, I am not new when it comes to dealing with money. As the previous editor-in-chief of the yearbook, one of my responsibilities was to keep track of who bought each yearbook. While you might imagine that our sales do not add up too much, we sold to a student body population similar to Rice University. The sales of our yearbook and other merchandise has added up to roughly $80,000, twice the annual budget of Will Rice College. Keeping track of each sale was no easy task. It required the attention to detail that is not an option, it is a must. When I introduce myself to people around Rice University, I'm grateful for 2 things. 1, yes, my name is actually Aloysius. And 2, that I'm from Will Rice College. I'm very proud to be able to say that I'm from Will Rice, as with the name comes a rich tradition and a competitive spirit. Will Rice has given me a home for the past 2 years, and I would be lying if I said I didn't miss it over the summer and winter breaks, even though I was only 15 minutes away. After all that Will Rice has done for me, it is my time to give back. Every Will Ricer plays a part in the college, and I believe that it is my role to become the next Will Rice treasurer. Being a cornerstone to making sure the college runs smoothly would be an honor for me to do. I do not get rewarded for this position. I do not get part of the $40,000 budget for myself. I do not get reduced tuition for this position. If anything, it is more work for me to do. However, this role that I play, it is my way of giving back to Will Rice College. Every bike we use this week requires money to purchase. Every event that we know and love requires money to operate. Every keg or keg in the quad doesn't get tossed down from the perch. It requires money. Creating a budget and staying on track will allow Will Rice to continue doing everything he loves to do. As treasurer, I will make sure this continues to happen. My name is Aloysius Utomo, and vote for me as your next Will Rice treasurer. Thank you. Any questions? Thank you.